All right, so next I just need to take care of something real quick. But again, so what I was interested, right, and what I was thinking of is in this route again, and this may actually lead to something different. Or wait, hold on, because yeah, in this one again, remember in this one, we get with Yuri and Natsuki regarding the book, right? And this is the only time we ever actually see the book. But because we have knowledge from our other route, and this is just me, literally, I thought of this just now. There's probably more like different save tricks we can do, right? This is the only one I'm thinking of because in that route, the one we were just in is the one where we have the most knowledge, right? So I was thinking maybe we go that right with that knowledge. That's why I saved again right before we said it's time. And again, right? But in this, I have no idea which route we're on right now, but this is the one because I'm just curious to see if there's any like actual change to the book. Is the girl in the book her? Or well, actually, no, fuck, I fucked up because the girl, funny enough, we actually know that the girl in the book isn't her. So yeah, we actually know we got confirmation that's a Yame. So and that's from the previous. So we learn about basically the two things we learned about in our route, the route we were just in, the entity in a Yame, pretty much, and the book, right? Learn that it's all from the previous cycle, right? So technically it actually isn't. It's not you. And what's interesting again, and what I'm curious about is if this will actually make a difference, because this is the only thing I think of, right? There's probably more sort of like save and loading tricks that we can do. Yeah, there's probably more saving and loading tricks that we can do, but this is the only one that I can think of because it's the only one that's apparent with like the book, right? But since we in our route we just got knowledge of it, right? Spending an inauguration day prep with Monica, right? We got knowledge of the whole thing, so maybe that's something where this actually makes a difference. So also, are we going to see the book then? So that's actually interesting. Like this is literally the only thing that I can think of. So again, can we just see the damn book, please? So okay, no. So yeah, unfortunately, there's no difference, right? So what if is there some way to take another? Because again, I'm also curious about this interaction, right? If we take another look, right? Or maybe what we need to do is save on this, right? Load to here, or I guess maybe it's not even, what if we just load to here, right? Maybe that's what that's for. Or I guess, shoot, let me just try this again, right? So we saved here, right? We saved at this. What if we load to here, go through all of this again? I mean, or honestly, let's just go through this again, right? So, or shoot, do we learn it before then, right? Yeah, we do. So honestly, I'm not sure. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think it's worth doing all that. Maybe it's something different, but again, at this point, it's like, because here's the thing, right? Besides it kind of being late, right? I mean, maybe it's something, and honestly, I'd be pretty fucking pissed if that's like a secret, right? The actual honestly, no, fuck it. So we're at this point, right? So load here. Let's actually do this. Take another look and then finish and then go here, load to here, right? Or not to there, right? That's not where we load. We load to the start of this, right? So this is the start of this route. And let's go ideal in this route. Let's go ideal. So let's go the ideal route. This is literally the last thing I have. This is me grasping at straws. But yeah, but beyond this, I have nothing. And we also can go through its time anyway. But again, it's like this is something where like it doesn't matter. So it's like this is literally because again, with the book and then that interaction saying, oh, are you sure? Right. For me, again, for me, the kind of issue with that is and again, I'm going ideal this time. For me, the issue with that is it's like that has been the one interaction that bugged me, that we see this book. It's like I have no fucking clue what's in it. And that we also have what's it called? But that we also have that where it's saying, oh, you should take another look, right? That's what I don't get. So because again, that has been different, right? So it's like, also, I have no clue which the one we just saved, right? I have no clue which combination of choices that's on. Like I've lost it at this point. So, and yeah, we're going to be going ideal for this one. Just again, because I think this is actually one where you get the most info. So this is the one where the MC even has like the choices. So I'm thinking if there's, and again, I have no idea if this is actually going to do anything. In fact, most likely I think it's not going to do anything, but yeah, most likely it's not even going to do anything. So it's something to where it's like, it honestly probably doesn't even matter. So yeah, let's see. Oh, I forgot Desire was a Yuri. Pixels and Monica, right? Grayscale is tone it. Fuck. Yeah, because I mean, and then like look at this, right? Like this is like you get some of them where it's just impossible. Like look at this one. Or I guess different is like empty eye, but fake is one. Epiphany. I guess I don't know, comfort maybe. Like look at this, right? Dream. Like this is like you get these ones where it's fucking impossible. Like look at this. Which one would it even be? This shit actually pisses me off so much. Like these ones are fucking impossible. I know what trapped is, but wave like this, like that last string. Thankfully, I should have enough now. But like you get just unlucky where like some of them are just like actually impossible to tell. Like this one, right? We know these two are Yuri ones, right? Again, it's just okay. That one was lucky. Discord's one. Luckily, these last ones manufactured. Yeah, that one was lucky. I think determination is one. God. Variance motive is one. Like that was just fucking unlucky. Like some of them you just can't fucking do. Like some of them you just get unlucky for, where it's just impossible to tell. And that shit's like what? Thankfully, we should have enough though. And again, this is literally the only R thing I can think of because that interaction has bugged me. That interaction has bugged me to where we see what's it called? We see the book, right? And then we see these random scribbles, right? But then it says like, oh, maybe you should take an art look, right? This is kind of what's bugged me. And it's only now that I'm kind of thinking of this. This better be one for Monica. So let's see. And again, this is like, it is like, this is literally the only art thing I can think of. I'm going to be fucking like, I guess, I don't know, ecstatic. Like I'm going to be fucking like it'll be pretty fucking hilarious if this is actually what, because again, we know that the save states are a thing in this game. We know that, right? But all of the time it's been like sort of, what would you call it? It's been, I guess, very heavily implied, or I guess not even implied. It would be kind of directed when we would need to do that, right? Like the MC would say something like, oh, if only I could go back and like read it, right? Or he would say it's been very direct, right? Or it's very specific when it wants you to do that. But so this is literally the only other thing. But that interaction is what's bugged me, right? To where, oh, we have the book, we read it through its scribbles, and then they say like, oh, you maybe like this was quick, maybe you should take another look. That's for me, that's what pissed me. And it's the specifically the interaction where we can take another look is what, that's specifically something to where it's like what's it called, and then seeing as to how different this route is, right? Like this is the last kind of thing I can think of. I'm gonna be so fucking like surprised if this actually ends. Grant, I'm gonna be surprised, but it's also like I'll be like, I don't know. Yeah, I'll just be really surprised. I think it'd be pretty funny if this actually ends up leading to something. So yeah, and then again, this is Monica, right? So yeah, again, then we have this one. So let's see, and again, so we get through this, and this is where again she explains, and then she even gives the MC the chance to like speak for himself pretty much. So, or like he asks his own questions. We should get the slow text here. Yeah, we should actually get the slow text here soon. or it may just skip through it, right? Or we saw it at the end. But again, this is where we get the most info, right? Or the MC gets the most info, right? And then yeah, delete. Let's just get, hopefully we get unlucky here. Cause like, again, this is like, look at this, right? Cause we know none of, like, is bliss? No, it's not, right? So atone, yeah, that's like dream, I believe is a Monica, right? Or space is. So alive is, I believe perception is, yeah, it is. Reality is, right? So again, system is, so yeah, we're getting lucky. Grayscale is, yeah, we're getting lucky with these null, error, aware. Let's see, I'm trapped as Yuri. I believe incapable is, okay, never mind. Yeah, like some of these we know pixel is, right? We know virtual is, we know power is, yeah. Files is, screen is, right? You know, empty is, I believe, and transcend, or shoot, no, it's not. Let's get this last one right. Impossible, I believe, is, so it was. All right, good. But then again, yeah, so again, what I'm thinking is, again, this is literally my last thought, because that interaction has always bugged me. The one where they have the book, right? And then not even the book itself, because that's weird, right? But ultimately the book, and then specifically that interaction saying, oh, maybe you should look again, right? For me, that's what's bugged me. And again, now after seeing this route, right, how different this route is and how much info we get on it, I guess that's a good way to put it. Right, again, this is really the only, what would you call it? This is the only other thing I can think of. And then again, this is why I'm trying, honestly, it'd be hilarious if this ends up working out, right? Yeah, it would be hilarious if this ends up working out and that this actually ends up amounting to something. Like, I'd be surprised, but it'd be pretty fucking hilarious overall else. So, and again, fitting that I saved this one for last, but again, see it again, this one just go, let's see, so let's see. And again, we have this. So, but again, this is the MC again. So we're doing basically the ideal, this one, right? And we're going up until it's time, because beyond that, you can't load anything. So yeah, beyond that, you know, you can't load anything. So we're just going to go up until that point and then load back to that. So, and then again, this will be the end. If that amounts to nothing, then, or maybe we'll skip from there to, because it inauguration day, even from that point, it's not too far after, because we have that interaction instead of what's it called, the interaction with Sayori Monica and then Ayame. So, but again, this is literally all I can think of, because again, we don't see that book at any other point in time, right? And we don't, again, that option is what bugs me the most regarding, oh, maybe you should take another look, right? Like, that is what bugs me the most. So that's, and again, after seeing how this route played out, right, that's what's making me think, okay, maybe this is something. But it's, again, it's also something to where it's quite possible amounts to nothing. But if it does, honestly, I think it'll be funny. It'll be like pretty hilarious, right? I'll be surprised based on, again, because nothing has amounted to anything thus far, right? But again, it'd be pretty hilarious if that ended up happening. So, and again, so we read the book here, and then again, we have, so yeah, so we'll just, again, we'll skip to that point, right? And again, it's going to be pretty funny. So yeah, there's that. Again, so Sayori comes in, right? Because again, they're trying to ask about Monica, but and then Yuri has like a knife somehow. Yeah, but Sayori, I believe, comes in this, or maybe it's Monica. Is it Sayori Monica? I don't know. I think it's Sayori, because yeah, Monica, we need to go get Monica. So it's Sayori who earns this interaction. So, but yeah, again, we'll see. We'll see. So yeah. But again, right? So, and then again, because we don't see the book, because in this one, Monica actually has the book. So it's not Yuri and Natsuki at the book. She took it from Natsuki's house again, remember? And it was only in the R interactions where Natsuki even had the book. Because I think she was talking about it in the original one, in our original playthrough, like our first one, but they never actually brought up. Because again, Monica still shows up for that interaction, I believe. Or maybe it's something they never bring up. I don't think so. But yeah, again, it still is right. Let's go with the people. So yeah, again, and then we say the words, right? But yeah, again, we're gonna make our way to right, we're just gonna make it, because again, if there's anything that's different, right, it'll be this. And again, what's been putting me off is specifically that. So is specifically just the fact that we can, not only do we, is that the only time we ever see the book, right? But also that we get a repeat of that interaction, right? And again, it's because I tried, right? We did the whole thing and then we went back to before and then nothing happened. But now I'm trained, what I'm thinking is we're at that point, right? And then we take another look, or we go through it and then we go back. But again, this is literally the only thing I can think of at this point. So this doesn't do anything, then nothing will. But again, it does bug me that that's literally not in our original playthrough, we didn't see it. But in those like iterations, that's the only time we see the book, right? And then this is the only time, or this is the only, what would you call it? This is the only route where we actually learn the truth about it. So for me, it seems like a one-to-one kind of thing, right? So again, it is just interesting. And again, this is literally the only thing I can think of. So, and again, if this leads to something, I'll be surprised and it'll be pretty hilarious, because I honestly don't think it will, because everything up until now hasn't led to any sort of change. But yeah, it's only like now, I guess, to where it's and again, it's time is where we know when that actually needs to be freeze. But again, and from saving from that point on, yeah, again. So what I'm thinking of is, yeah, going back to here, right? It's do we have it on page 17 or 16? Or we had it on page 15? Yeah, we had it here. So because again, this is literally the only time we ever see the book, right? Load the game here. Should I take an R look? Yeah, take an R look. Okay, but again, yeah, no difference. So, but this is what has been bugging me, because, and then we have this, right, over and over. So this is what bugs me about this, is that we have this, right? So again, what I was, because after the last route, right, what I was thinking is, because where else do we have this interaction? Or we have it here, I guess. But I guess what we can do is because this is, yeah, so we even have it here too. We can even like load back here. Is the girl in the book her? No. And then like look at the book, right? So this is the original one where I believe we give Monica the book, and then we what's it called? We And then we listen to the voices, accept the offer, right? And again, what pisses me off is that we have this option to take an R look that seemingly does nothing, but I don't know. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end it here, right? I used up all my pages, but again, because the thing is, right, and then here's our original playthrough, right? Up into the end of page 10, right? And then from 11 onward has been everything else we've been doing. But again, what's been kind of pissing me off is that's the one interaction. That's the one interaction where I think that there may be something different that I haven't gotten. But that's all I could think of, right? Going through a last route, right? And then loading back to where it says, should I take another look? But again, that's the issue, right? Because we don't get that in the original, right? Yeah, we don't get that in the original. Because yeah, where's the original? Right? In our original playthrough, what ended up happening was, yeah, we have this, right? And then here's the day, right? So we have the interaction with Monica and Sayori out here, and then the one with the Yami. So we don't have that. We never had that in the original. So, but again, I guess I don't know. And also what I want to see is custom start. I'm not doing Yuri or Monica's. We did the full extent to Sayori's, but this one saves will deleted, right? So does this actually, do I even need to say anything? You've been here a lot. Let's see. And then this starts festival day. Okay. And then let's, oh, well, does it actually not matter? Yeah, fuck my saves. I need all that room, all that RAM back, because I literally took up. Okay, so again, here's wait, did we actually fucking break the game? Oh my god, we actually broke the game. I don't know why. Okay, yeah, we actually broke. What if we legit just straight up broke the fucking game? So, but yeah, again, at this point, right, it doesn't matter because I'm pretty much done with the game. So, also, is it going to be the normal start or is it still going to be tainted? It's, oh my god. So even deleting the saves, it's like, so we would literally need to basically restart the whole game. That's actually fucking hilarious. And so it really doesn't matter because again, I thought if we didn't do the confession, right, then we don't even make it to this point because we need to do that for but then if we try and save, it breaks the game. Oh my god. So maybe it's because of the fucking can I actually skip at that point? I have no idea if I can skip. And again, because I'm pretty much done with this one, right? That was the literal last ditch attempt, grasping at straws thing I had regarding the whole, and so it still even impacts it just now. Honestly though, that's pretty fuck. Wow. So okay, hold on. So wow, wait a second. This is different. So we can't even go to these arcs now. Or was that the case before and I'm an idiot? So yeah, we can't even go to these arcs now. But again, right, I was never going to finish their arcs, right? Because here's the thing. So was this the case last time? I guess it's good that I noticed. Can we even skip? This is the last thing I want to see because, okay, so we still can see this, right? So, and what this will presumably just skip to the first choice we have. So, but yeah, again, it's also like at this point, it's like, you know, at this point, it's like with the fucking what would you call it? With the and then if we try and save, is it going to break the game? Okay, no, we actually can save. But yeah, so that's kind of wild that even now it's still tainted after but again, here's the thing. In order to do any more, because if I want to do, well, hey, hold on, do we still have our achievements? Yeah, we still have all our achievements. So, right, we have these arcs. Obviously, these two are left. I mean, we did finish them, but I guess we didn't get the ideal. But again, the issue being we needed to get the ideal for these two. So, and the rest of like the storyline stuff, basically beyond that, which we ended up getting most of it. Again, the only two that I think would potentially be different is our original playthrough, first playthrough, right? If we spent Inauguration Day with Monica instead of Sayori, and then our last one free from the tainting from the previous saves. But again, at this point, right, I would pretty much need to start the game over if I wanted to actually make any meaningful progress due to the whole tainting. I would try to get as far as I can as possible without activating it, right? Which we could. Because again, we still don't know, like there's still a lot of unknowns prior to custom start. Like we still don't know what the offer, what the voices in the offer are. Because we only got those from custom start, right? Again, let's see. And again, we can't even do these two. We can start Yuri's, funny enough. No, let's just, what I'll do is I'll quit out and then let's get back to the main screen. Because again, and then I already talked about my plan or talked about like my philosophy or like my, honestly, I'm not even going to really do a review of True Route because I did it at the end. I did it at the end of the previous one and backed them up if you don't make no difference. I did it at the end of our previous one, right? For kind of the ideal, right? Kind of for like our first playthrough, right? The original, kind of like the ideal, right? And but this one again was for certain the most interesting. Wait, was this different? Because her eyes didn't like flash. I guess it doesn't fucking matter, right? It's still tainted. So, but yeah, it was also because again, it's still in demo, right? And what I'm thinking of is because that single choice, it was probably something that I just didn't figure out. Again, my last ditch attempt was the last route we did with that, right? But again, it amounted to nothing. But it's probably still something I just haven't figured out. And then beyond that, also what's it called? Fucking beyond that, right? Lots of the Sayori arc stuff. Because again, I don't think we can even looking at achievements, right? Monka's arc is literally just pre-mod up until that point. I don't know how or why we didn't get this, much less. Again, we could have tried to get the ideal, but again, we needed to get the ideal for Yuri and Natsuki's arc so we could get this, right? So we wouldn't have gotten that otherwise, presumably, if we would have finished Monka's arc, because that would have come to Yuri's arc. And Sayori's arc, I don't think is completable at this point with the demo. Because again, every single like option we chose, right, still led to the big freeze, right? So of everything up into that point, right, onward is probably just something to where it's like, okay, yeah, it's set up for post demo, right? Post big freeze. But yeah, some of these are achievements. Like I don't care about the fucking these, right? So I don't know what the dates even are. Yeah, and then I don't even know these. So yeah, these are presumably all like lesser options on what would you call it in Yuri and Natsuki's arc if we weren't to get the completion. Right. And then again, all of these are extra options. I'm kind of disappointed we didn't get these two. I was really hoping we would. And again, maybe it's something related to that choice. Same with this, right? But yeah, again, it's like, I guess, right. What I don't know. I don't think I'm coming back to this. I hate to say it because there's so much more content. Because this demo is more extensive and more comprehensive than like most mods. So we know there's so much more, but I think I covered most of the story bits, right? Especially coming back during Thanksgiving break. But again, the issue there being there are more mods I want to play. So unfortunately, I need to put an end to this. I've been playing this ever since last winter break. So the end of last winter break when I got all the pre-mod stuff done. And it is like I really do want to play more mods. So again, in the end, glad I came back to this, right? Glad I got most of the story stuff out of the way, but I think I need to put an end to it, put a close. Right. But I think besides that, I can also go over my plans for recording during winter break because they have changed since the last video I made yet again. That way I don't need to make another video come winter break. So I mentioned, I think in one of my previous videos that, or well, I mentioned even in this part that I didn't originally plan on coming back to True Route. I originally planned on doing Encore, but as the year went on, I thought more about it, and then I figured, okay, I can do True Out during Thanksgiving because it's either I do it during Thanksgiving or I don't do it at all because I won't come back to it during winter break. But again, that's also something to where it's like, so yeah, besides being the last opportunity, right? It also shows that like my ideas or my sort of plans change from videos, right? So my plans have changed. And I think I even mentioned this, right? In either this video or past couple, right? That ultimately, what was it? That I think I brought up DDLC Plus because I played through, right? But it got to something where I beat the main game, but they're all the side stories. So I had the idea, wonderful. And this was literally like, I think it was like a week ago or maybe 2 weeks ago. But that was when I had the idea of saving the side stories for winter break so that I record them, right? Because again, all I had planned for winter break at that moment was Encore and Insurgents. And then also because I think I originally planned on playing the 2 finale S mods, but then I realized it's pretty ambitious to try and do 2. And then that with wanting to play this during Thanksgiving break again, and then DDLC Plus, it made me think, okay, I can just do Encore then. And then also I thought of some more things, right? Because besides, and now, so that changed the game. So DDLC Plus and Insurgents, those will be the first 2 things I recorded, right? Because again, DDLC, I kind of want to get on that because I've been waiting, I've been holding off on it, but I want to get on that. So I'll do those 2 first. Then again, Encore when either of those are done, right? But I've been thinking of other things. One of the mods I played about a year ago, last winter break actually, was an Armo with you. And that one, I believe the mod creator said that they were expecting Act 4 to be done late 2021. Granted, I have no idea if that ended up being the case, but I could go back and look and see if Act 4 is done for that because that was Monica's Act, I believe. And then besides that, I was thinking of even more or other mods I could play. And again, the last one that sort of came to mind, because there were things that I wanted to do, right? Besides the finale S mods, the new route replay through Behind Closed Doors 3-4, exit music, Redux, right? And I was thinking about all of those, and they're all pretty unfeasible. Because with new as replay through, it's like I already played it through and I'm limited on time anyway, so I'd rather play what I have. I could always do that on my own. Behind Closed Doors 3 and 4, I figured I need to probably replay through the first 2, and at that point it'd take too long, right? Exit Music Redux, I just know it's a higher quality version of the original, so is there really a point, right? But what came to my mind was A Brand New Day. If you recall, all that time ago or long ago, right? I think that was the third mod I ever, or the second mod I ever played, because the first was MAS, but that was, I guess that'd be the first real true story mod I ever played. And in case you don't know the situation with that, it's kind of been in development limbo ever since, because it was one of the earliest mods to come out, right? I played it like February 2018. Like I played it like right after I started MAS. So that was literally like less than 6 months after the original game had come out. So it was already a full-fledged mod. Granted, it was in demo mode then, but it was a mod that was, again, playable, right? Which we did. But again, and it's still surprisingly in development. It's just a development level. Like I don't think it's ever coming out. But there's been a lot of development since then. So what I was thinking is what I could potentially do, re-download that. Because I don't even remember what device I played it on. Re-download that and then play through that. And then and again, that'd be if I had extra time after plus encore, potentially normal with you Act 4. And it would also be symbolic, right? A good way to kind of wrap up my DDLC recordings. Besides finishing my mods list with Encore, finishing it off with the very first mod I ever played, seeing the differences. And what the first thing I'll probably do if I end up doing that after I record that very first episode of Random Days compared to my very first one ever made years ago. I may even link it at that point. So, but yeah, again, that's something to where it's like, yeah, it's again, that's basically my plans for now. And then next spring break, I'll just play a Civ game or something. I'm not going to plan a DDLC mod for that. Right. Again, the only reason I'm doing DLC this spring break is I'm doing a continuation of True Routes. So which I technically beat. I just wanted to go back and get as much story as possible, which again, I think was worth it, right? There's still more you could do. And I know, but the issue being it'll probably take all winter break to thoroughly complete. And I think I've got our mods I want to do. And I think we already got most of the story related stuff. So we'll see. I think most of the story related stuff is prepping for for when the full release comes out and then like post Big Freeze. But yeah. So yeah, I don't think I have anything else. I think that's all, right? That's everything. So I'm not gonna delay it any longer. So yep, that's it for this one. See you in the next one.